Okay, so today is going to be Storytime Sunday. And this story time is going to be the time where I got stood up by an online girl who I was trying to pursue an online relationship with. So, let's let the embarrassment begin. Alright, so basically, I'm just going to cut to the chase. I met this girl on Facebook. Her name was, let's just say, Emily. She was a very attractive girl. She was up to my standards, but to you, well, to some people, she may be the most ugliest piece of shit they've ever seen. But to me, she was beautiful, a diamond in the rough, shit like that. So started talking back in 2012. Then as things started escalating, I started to rush it because I was one of those simps. And we were talking about how we would be together forever, we'll be married, we'll have kids, what we'll do if our kids are in the house. Little tip, if a girl that you don't know or you're trying to pursue talks to you about stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, that is not going to happen. So don't believe it. Now let's get back to the story. So I met this girl on Facebook. I sent her a friend request, and I was going through a really bad time. And then we started talking. She started telling me her life story. So I told her my life story. And after that, we started becoming closer. Every night we'd Skype and all that okey doke shit. And then as we grew closer, I'd always ask, when can we meet? When can we see each other? When can we hang out? And she'd always reply with the same shit. Oh, soon, or next week, next month, or she's busy, or she just doesn't have time. One time she actually got mad when I kept asking it, and I was one of those guys. So this one time came where she was going through a hard time at home, right? And then she messaged me and she was like, hey, come pick me up. Let's go somewhere. I just want to get away from here. And being the way I was back then, I was like, sure, okay, on my way. But then I came to a realization that I was only 16 and I had my permit and I couldn't do anything without the supervision of my dad being in the car. So I was like, fuck. So I think I messaged her back and I said, I can't do it, but why don't you come over here? And she was like, oh, that's a great idea. And we both agreed on that. And so she's like, okay, I'm going to take the bus over to where you live. Mind you, it was 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Being as fucking naive and gullible as I was, I thought buses ran all night. And I wasn't really thinking logical because in my mind, she was coming over to my house or my dad's house at this time at night. I thought I was gonna get laid, shit like that. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll meet you outside. She was texting me. She was like, I can't wait to see you. We're going to have a good time. Where am I going to sleep at? I fucking had her a paddle ready for her. And then as it reached to about 10 p.m., she was like, oh, I'm almost there. So the bus stop that was right in the by my house, it was about, let's say, a half a mile away. So I walked that half a mile and nobody was there. Pure darkness, just empty. Then I walked back home. Then I walked back out again, and I repeated this cycle from about 10:45 to 12 p.m., 12 a.m. And then I just said to myself, she's not coming. I fucking got stood the fuck up. And then once I came to a realization that she wasn't coming, I texted her, right? And she said, oh, I couldn't come. Okay, let's rewind. So I was texting her and I was calling her. She wasn't answering. She was responding to text and she wasn't answering her phone. I think I blew up her phone because I was an insecure piece of shit back then. I blew up her phone around 20 or 25 times and I texted her about 15. Until it was the next morning, she messaged me and she said, I forgot how it went, but it went something like this. She said she couldn't come because when she was on the bus, she seen her stepdad, right? And her stepdad took her back home. That is a brilliant, brilliant story now that I think about it. But then, back then, I was like, wow, really? Really? And I went along with the shit. And then it was a repetitive cycle. It was a repetitive cycle. I was fucking stupid. Like I didn't know what was going on. I was blinded by the situations until we just stopped talking. And as you grow older, you reflect on stories like that and you look at how dumb you are. Like the signs were really, really there. It was 10 p.m. Do buses even run that late? I mean, the lights weren't even on in that area. The story just seems so compelling. Don't ever be blind to situations with any online relationship. Because to me, online relationships are is just that, online relationships. If you have never met this person and you're planning on meeting this person and they don't come through with the plan to meet you or spend time with you physically, odds are that that person is not who they say they are or does not want to pursue anything with you. Seriously. So don't be blind to sketchy situations. Know the signs. Know if she likes you. Know if she doesn't like you. Because I can tell you right now that she didn't like me. I was just one of the guys in the DMs, messages, Facebook messages, looking real stupid. Now, see, that's another thing about online relationships is that you could get jealous real quick. Like, there's certain things you can do to stalk who you like on Instagram or Facebook. You just look at the post that they like and say if you're talking to a girl, she's good looking and shit, and she likes, say, another guy's picture, and he looks better than you, then you fucking get your panties all in a bunch, then you get insecure. Don't get insecure. Don't even worry about shit like that. I know it would probably eat you up not to look at it or try to compete with something that's virtual, but always remember that whatever is online is what people choose to show you. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You can you can misconstrue a whole bunch of things in an online relationship. That's why most of them, majority of them, do not work. Did I learn my lesson? Fuck yeah. What I mean to say is I learned it now. Back then, no. There's plenty and plenty more. And I plan on telling them all every Sunday as a Sunday giddy up, Sunday morning type shit. Sunday morning podcast or Sunday story time. Yeah, Sunday story time. It'll be about the embarrassing events that I have encountered with women. Most of them I think are going to be fucked up, but hey, it makes for good entertainment. Hope you all are having a good day. This is just a little something, a little something to get you guys up in the morning. You guys have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.